Hi there Leo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your intuitive tarot reading for 2021, and I'm sure like me Leo, you're really pleased to see the end of 2020. What a year it was, but we are moving on afresh now. So what we're going to do Leo is start up here in January, moving around the tarot wheel to December, and it'll give you an indication of the energies that may impact you month by month. So I can say that the themes for you are definitely transformation and deeper callings emotionally and fulfillment. You have a lot of cards of transformation in this reading. Double King of Swords, you've got an Ace of Cups, and you have the transformation card. I think some of you are undergoing a real personal metamorphosis here. You're really desiring more emotional fulfillment, connection in your life, and we know that when we go through some of these kinds of awakenings, of course, we realize what isn't in alignment with us, and there's a certain amount of shaking that out, right? Let's jump in and see how it comes out in the reading. In your January, I have transformation, the death card, number 13 in the major arcana, links to Scorpio. The lovers, Gemini in the major arcana, number 6, and number 6 here with the 6 of Pentacles. Double number 6 is the number of joy, love, harmony, satisfaction. You also have another 6 in this reading, so it's a prominent number here for you. Now with transformation, it's the death card. Some of you might have let something go, released something, had some kind of awakening in November in Scorpio season, or it may be upon you now. What I notice about this is that person is coming out of the darkness, out of the chamber, out of the shadows, and is following the light. That is kind of a ascension or awakening energy for me. I'm also noticing the Sun card down here in July. I really feel that there's been some kind of new sense of new direction, a new purpose here that is really going to take hold later or halfway through the year. And I also see here this person coming out of a cave. There could have been some depression or something like that. You're really stepping into your power. You may have let go of something that was, in your life for quite a while. It's generally a cyclic end. It's longer than just letting go of something that's come into your life for a few weeks. It could be a whole way of being. It could be, it's like a season of your life. Maybe you're transitioning from adolescent to adulthood, or into parenthood or something like that. Letting go of your youth. It could be letting go of a relationship, a place, a job. But I'm just really feeling this metamorphosis that's going on with you. This kind of resurrection, I must say, and that came up in your first week of January weekly reading also. Now, the 6 of Pentacles can mean that you're dealing in the realm of partnership, but I'm really feeling this as this other meaning. It's the card of choice around big matters of the heart. You're really making some big decisions for your life this January that are going to impact your direction, that are going to have you move into a greater sense of balance. There's a theme here of karmic rebalancing and settling, and getting ready to receive what you truly deserve and desire. Now that you're just a little bit more awake and aware to that. Maybe you felt up until now that you were kind of getting the leftovers in life, getting breadcrumbed, but now you're moving into that Emperor energy, into your power, ready to receive. And I think what you want to receive is those higher states of joy, love, harmony, and happiness. And there's been a bit of a process to get there. So Leo, I'm kind of feeling your commitment to those energies as January kicks off. Some of you might have New Year's resolutions that it's time for you to receive what you deserve in your life and to really move into your power and transform areas of your life. Now in February, I've got the 9 of Cups and I've got the 5 of Swords. Interesting combo. We have a card of conflict and we have a card of the really higher states of happiness that I've just actually explained to you. There's a card of contentment, and what I'm really feeling is that you might feel conflicted about how you're going to get here. This is what you're desiring. And the Five of Swords can be that after this kind of awakening or transitioning that you've been going for, all of a sudden we find that areas of our life are not working out for us. They're not feeling like a fit. So the kind of, you know, the niggling can happen in our relationships. The job can feel like off, and tensions can rise, right? I've personally experienced this myself when going through awakening. All of a sudden it just doesn't fit, and it's almost like we can't do that job anymore. We feel just like we feel out of sorts. I feel like that's the Five of Swords. This is a real energy of like, if we keep pushing with that, we're fighting a losing battle, and it's knowing when to retreat your energy and focus in a different direction now. And sometimes, of course, we have to shake things out and let them go, continue the work of the Death card in order to get to these higher states. So I feel like you could be going through a bit of that in February. I mean, this person has the pride and the contentment of achieving the wish fulfillment, because they've worked this process. It hasn't just come in on a silver platter. It's been a real cyclic process to get there. In your March, we've got Empress, links to Libra and Taurus, and we have the Ace of Wands here. This is like a power combination. The Empress is the biggest card of possibility. She's a blessing. She speaks of abundance, and she comes in with the Ace of Wands, which can be a passionate, inspired new beginning in an area of your life that you have been desiring to not just dream about, but to make it happen. The Empress is the energy that can birth into the physical, tangible realm what's been on your heart, right? What's been in your dreams. So there could be a passionate new start in love and romance. For some of you, I'm looking at what's coming here in April. For others of you, it can be in work and business, you know, finally getting that creative venture up and running, that kind of thing. For others of you, with the Empress, it can be conception and birth and working on fertility matters as well. It's getting your energy back. There's a real sense of growth here. But the Empress is also that divine feminine energy that asks you to be a little bit more surrendered. We need to take the inspired action, for the potential is here. But we don't want to be in the masculine, which is all about pushing, pushing, pushing. The Empress wants to allow things to unfold, wants you to take rest, it wants you to be balanced. So just keep that in mind. There is a need to kind of surrender maybe a little bit more than what you were doing last year in your reading here. So inspired, passionate new beginning in March. In your April, look at this, Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Without a doubt, some of you singles are meeting somebody in April. Can be a Pisces, not always, but it's somebody who is, you know, compassionate. What you see is what you get, and they wear their heart on their sleeve. So the Knight of Cups can be that coming in. It can be a deepening of fulfillment in a current connection for some of you. If it's not that, if I'm giving all the meanings here, guys, general reading, it can be a proposal, opportunity, an invitation to something that is going to be a missing piece for you and fill you up on an emotional level. Can be an apology as well, but I'm feeling more the fulfillment theme that's running through this reading. So the Ace of Cups is also a card of transformation. This can be an opening of the heart, a softening into new emotion that really has the ability to transform your life, right? So it could be through somebody coming in, generally is with the Knight of Cups. It's going to lead to great fulfillment for you. And that could be what puts you into a bit of a spin here, Leo, that puts you at the crossroads. The Two of Wands and the Six of Cups. The Two of Wands is you kind of thinking about a new direction. And I think it's a theme that hangs around for a couple of months, but I don't think you take the full action until later in the year. There's a sense of nostalgia about how things used to feel when you were inspired and lit up, when you were in your full joy, first love, when work was fun to go along to and didn't feel like a drain or a burden, maybe about somebody from the past. So with the Two of Wands, we're still within our current situation. We're still in our comfort zone. We still have a hold on that. But we've kind of more or less decided that whatever that opportunity that was foreshadowed to you in your March, you're going to go for it. It's going to broaden your horizons and lead to greater abundance. You can feel that. So you're really gearing up to take a leap beyond your comfort zone is what I'm feeling in your May. In your June, we have got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. You're absolutely at the crossroads here. I feel like you've kind of decided, yeah, I am going to move on. I'm still got a few decisions to make. I'm still weighing up some options. I mean, the Two of Swords is about getting ready to make that decision, but making sure you don't let your emotions cloud you. Base it on fact, logic, and intuition. See the little link to the moon here. And the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn in the minor arcana. So you could be dealing with a fundamental Capricorn. A Capricorn could give you some advice about, you know, making this decision. The Queen of Pentacles also asks you to focus your energies. Focus your energy on what you really feel is not only going to bring you abundance, but it's going to bring you a balance into your life. This is somebody who can go out there and be a master abundance creator, but is also nurturing, compassionate, operating from the heart space, being amazing in the home, has overcome that devil energy, that limitation, that toxicity, and is now getting ready to really broaden her horizons and create new opportunity and abundance in her life. Can also be the energy of mother as well for some of you if that is meaningful for you in that month. So that is your June. I should not hold those so close to the candle. I can really feel that. In your July, wow, here comes the Sun with the King of Swords. The Sun is also one of your major arcana, Leo. So you are going to be feeling in your full power here in July, yes. So you may have made the decision of which way to turn. And to do that, you've taken that Aquarian King of Swords step back to see the big picture. That's how the King of Swords operates. It's like seeing everything from that vantage point. You're going to start to see how things are going to connect, and from there you can make that strategic decision of which sword to follow. It's about stepping into your truth, stepping into your power, and stepping into king energy, which of course is mature and dominant and authoritarian. But with the King of Swords, it's about truth and authenticity. There might be a key communication that you need to have as well. But the Sun is really an omen that says the worst is over. You've actually overcome the worst of the obstacles to integrate this transition from January. The future is bright, there's a sense of healing, and you're really beginning to manifest. It's about rebirth as well, and we also have that link to vulnerability. So it's a real blessed month, and generally the Sun energy hangs around for several months. It's not just a flash in the pan. August. Wow, okay, 10 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Wands. Here is the shift, guys, the big shift. The wheel is turning, right? We were wondering back here in February, how am I going to get to my wish fulfillment? How am I going to make it happen? I'm feeling conflicted. And here, there's a sense that the wheel is going to turn for you and lead you to the 10 of Cups, the next heights. This is ultimate reality. All the joy, love, happiness, and harmony, whatever that means for you. Comes in with the 7 of Wands, though. And this is my card of pushing against the current, going against the grain, feeling like you've got to fight for it. So remember what the Empress taught us back there in March, to release, to surrender, to soften, to allow this to happen. Don't resist this. And you might be resisting because, again, there might be something that you need to let go of in order to step into this 10 of Cups, and it can be completing a karmic cycle with the Wheel of Fortune, because it is a karmic energy. It is a 10. It can be a completion in order for you to change your luck, change your fortune, and step into your next chapter. Of course, this is a 10 of Cups as well, so it can talk about completing relationship, completing something on the home front. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's a real pivotal turning point there for you in your August, Leo. In your September, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Might be your more stressful month of the year. I think it's related to what you're journeying in the previous months, this decision, this new path, because this is kind of an energy of lamenting the past and grieving. You might be kind of like grieving for what you've had to let go of or leave behind, feeling the stress of that, overthinking it, keeping you up at night. You know, that the past really can be the thief of the present. So we need to make sure that we're staying in the present moment, Leo. because otherwise we begin to miss opportunities because we're really still staying in the energetic charge of the past. And it can lead to depression and anxiety. So you're really being asked in your September to be forward thinking from the present moment, though, staying in the present, but thinking about the opportunities that really can come in for you and not staying connected to the past. October, I had a whole bunch of cards come out here, guys. I've got Two of Pentacles, which is that juggler card from the Rider-Waite, Nine of Wands, the Chariot, Six of Wands, and the Hierophant, Taurus, number 5 in the Major Arcana, Cancer. You're so close here, Leo, to some really big breakthrough. The Nine of Wands here is like you're almost ready to release a really big burden, some stress, right? Keep going. You may need to make some really pivotal decision. You might be feeling a little bit unsteady and ungrounded because you know there's a really big transition upon you here in October. So we're going to need to make an aligned decision. Some of you might just have a lot of work on or a lot of responsibility here in this month. What it's involving here, I feel, is moving on energy. Six of Swords and the Chariot together are most definitely transitional energies. The Hierophant can stand for the big commitments in our lives and things like marriage, committed relationship, study, or work. So some of you are moving on from one of those sectors. And it's also about challenging tradition. It's a real wanting to move on to do things your way now. Awakening to the fact that maybe it wasn't quite the right fit, wasn't aligned with your values, and now you're really seeking what is, and that is your victory, right? The Chariot is a card of victory. Make a clear, aligned decision. That is when you move ahead in pace. It may involve leaving a comfort zone or a sense of home in order to attain what you truly desire. This is all done through your intention. Only you can make this decision, Leo. And there may be a bit of a heavy heart with the transition. You know, the Six of Swords really shows people that, you know, there's a bit of sorrow. You know, we're feeling into the energy of the previous month, the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. But in order to get to, you know, we've got the Six again, the joy, the smooth sailing, the peace and the love that you were dreaming of back here in January. We're going to have to make a transition, right? And go in the way of your rebel heart now. You know, how you feel like you're being really led here. Have hope, have faith, and connect with, you know, your higher powers as well and your sense of spirituality. But it is a transition that is a victory for you with the Chariot energy. November, Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and that King of Swords again. We are transforming our life. It's not without its work, right? The Eight of Pentacles is the worker card. This could be a transformation in the work sector, or really that you are just carving out that new path now. There's some conflicting energy here with the Five of Wands. Stay out of petty arguments and drama, corporate politics, that kind of thing. Be careful of your own energy as well. The Five of Wands for me can be that card of energy leaks because you could be working really hard at forging a new direction after this transition that you have made. But generally that person in the Eight of Pentacles doesn't really mind putting in that effort and energy because you're proud. You're carving out your own future now, right? Maybe you are working, you know, close to home. There seems to be an upgrade in that area of your life here. Again, it comes in with that King of Swords, Aquarian energy, that energy of keeping that big picture in mind. You're beginning to see how the dots have connected throughout the year and led you to where you are now. You're moving closer to your truth, closer to your power, and transforming your life one pentacle at a time, one piece of work at a time. Some of you might be taking on new study as well. December, look at this. Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Gosh, guys, these months, they just all came out. Yeah, I mean, there may be an area of your life that just isn't cutting it for you. The Four of Cups can be, you know, that you're feeling a little bit unfulfilled and you're getting ready to move on from a situation. So there could be another area of your life or something that's just not, might be in a different sector. So again, we find ourselves at the Two of Wands, trying to make that decision to leave the comfort zone. Some of you might have had a bit of a false start here in October and not actually made the transition. Here in December, you're being asked if there's anything that's not fulfilling you, It is time to leave it and really manifest your true desires here. That's what that means, because there's a sense of boredom or apathy or complacency with the Four of Cups. And there's a sense here that you know you need to journey on to really find that ninth cup. You've been thinking about it all year. Follow your intuition, follow your heart, because you know you just can't fill that gap. Oops, I've just lost the Four of Cups. I was going to say, you know, with that cloud hand that's carrying that cup, you know it's not going to be the one that fills that gap. So you're getting ready to make maybe another leap, maybe travel somewhere, transition, in order to claim the Ten of Pentacles, that higher reality. This can be wanting to make a transition in order to increase your finances, to build a new home, set up a new home, to maybe even get married. For some of you, the Ten of Pentacles can be that real commitment energy. It can be going to the next level in your work as well. It is a really beautiful energy. So I would say, you know, that the key themes for you, Leo, this year are transition and transformation to achieve balance and higher states of fulfillment. It's going to be a big one. And I can see, you know, transition in many different places here. So I would say don't resist it, because sometimes we can speed it up by going for it rather than, you know, than keeping on pushing it back. Let's finish off with some oracle cards. Got the Sacred Power cards here, Leo. That one, okay. Retreat. Yeah, I mean, for me, this kind of really shows that place that you're trying to get to, you know, that greater sense of utopia. That there reminds me of the fertile pasture that we see out there in the Two of Wands that we're trying to move towards. And it's also, you know, the word retreat, yeah, I know it shows the kind of retreat sanctuary side of it here, but retreating your energy from anything that is not that to bring you closer to it. And I have, oh my goodness, guys, I've got transformation, the Phoenix rising. How perfect. This is you, Leo. This is your theme for the year. You are metamorphosizing. You are rising as a phoenix, that firebird. And that comes from a lot of release, a lot of purging. And some of you are ascending spiritually as well. I really feel that is the absolute perfect card for you from this deck. You saw how it came straight out to confirm our message. We don't feel like we need any more, but we're going to grab a couple of Work Your Light. I'm going to go with these two here. Do you know what they are? Transformation and Council of Light. Wow. Transformation, guys. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I don't even need to talk about that one. You've just seen me talk about transformation for the last 25 minutes. You're transforming, Leo. Council of Light. Because divine orchestration is upon you, and helpers in the subtle realms are pulling the strings to lead you to a greater calling. Call on your angels, spirits, and guides, because they will always listen to you, Leo. Keep in mind that they speak to you in the subtle languages, the angel numbers, and the song that you're in the cafe and it answers your question. Stay tuned in. Keep your meditation up so that you can receive their messages. But, you know, you're being guided. You're being called somewhere else in your life this year. It's all about transition and transformation. On that note, I'm going to leave it there, Leo. Now, I suggest that you check back in on this reading throughout the year and also use the monthly and weekly readings as the more descriptive indicators of how these energies may play out. It is a reading for the collective, guys. I'm not saying everyone's reading is going to go like this or every month. It might not be. This is a snapshot in time for when I'm doing this reading, and it will resonate for some of you and not all of you. Drop me a comment if you're called to share, Leo. I do read them all. It helps me get to know you, connect with your energy, and see what's happening out there in the collective. I'm going to be back here throughout the year bringing you plenty of readings. I'm going to wish you an amazing 2021. Bye for now.